And we are live. Hey, everybody.
Hey
Well,
guys.
you know what we got to do, so give us a second. Here. Okay, I got it in. So I hope everybody's doing okay and welcome tonight to tonight's Let's Talk Autism session. It's all about parents helping parents. Everybody is welcome. So grab. It's about being comfortable too. I don't want to everyone. I don't want you to feel like this is something professional. This is a day where we kick back, ask some questions, help each other out, that sort of stuff. So if you're brand new, welcome. We do this every Sunday at the same time. Uh-oh. We do this every Sunday at the same time. Let's talk autism. So make sure you guys share. If you are on the main page, feel free to share this to others that may be interested. And for those of you who don't know me, I am one of the admins of this wonderful establishment that we call Autism and Us.
And I'm Linda. I'm the other admin.
Okay. Now I have to open because some are in the group. So give me a second, y'all, so I can see who's commenting.
Hey Jessica.
Second.
How's RJ? Hey Tammy and Nakia. How are you, Nakia? Hey Victoria.
Victoria. Hey Michelle.
Hey Tammy over here. Is this the same Tammy? How is everybody doing at the end of this weekend?
Hey Mary Ellen, how are you?
And will you guys be going back to work tomorrow, or are you staying home? Are you still sheltering in place? Doing good, staying safe. Good, Jessica. No, I was asking them at the end of this weekend. So what's for this week? People. Yeah, a lot of people are going back to work. And then there's some people who aren't. So what's everybody doing this week? Jessica says her and RJ doing good, staying safe. Good. We're glad to hear that. I saw their videos of them at the beach. Yeah. It was so nice.
RJ has gotten some lights up in his room too. I've seen that. The post.
I love watching his videos. Yeah, when they were at the beach, I wanted to go to the beach, but ours closed, so we couldn't go. But I was like, oh, and it was right after ours closed. It was right after. Hey, you got the river. You got all downtown the river. Did they close the river walk?
That ain't like going to the beach.
You can't get in the water here anyways. It's too cold. You might freeze. Still on lockdown, Tammy says. And where are you at, Tammy? Okay, that's not Nam. How do you say that? Nambia? Pittsfield, Massachusetts.
What? Welcome. I think I said that right. Okay, so
hey Karen.
For those of you who are very new to tonight's session, what we do is this is open discussion. If you have a question, comment, concern, suggestion, anything about autism, almost anything about autism goes. It's all about parents helping parents. Excuse me. Linda and I are parents just like you. You guys are, or most of you are. So please do not take whatever we say as medical advice. You always go back to your medical provider for that kind of stuff. But if there's something we can't get to or we can't answer, feel free to jump in, even if we do answer. If you have a suggestion or something you can help with, you see a question in the chat area, feel free to chime in. We're going to go over as many as possible as time allows. So if we don't get to your question, hopefully another parent will jump in and help you out there. But if we don't get to your question, please forgive us. It just depends on the timing. At the end of the session, we invite other parents to come on live with us. So if you want to say hi, the last few minutes, you will be more than welcome. Okay, now I'm gonna close my mouth. Michelle says we won't be going to our river. Oh, I'm gonna contact you about the calendar, Mary Ellen. I have to Linda and I have to see if we're just gonna go ahead and start the new one because as I told you before, because of the COVID, the vendor is deliveries are very slow. And I don't want to put in order and we just start working on another calendar. But I will keep you updated, okay? Marky is adjusting where he is. I get to see him like this Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday. Okay, good. He's doing good though, right? Phone chat. Okay.
And Karen says, hi, recently wrote a song inspired by my daughter who is autistic. Would love to share it. Would that be okay? Yes, share it as a direct video, a direct audio, not from your page, so it's not a link. Share it directly to our to the page.
I'm not ready to play.
As a post. And oh, who's that? That's not Michelle Gordon, is it? No, that's not her. Who said we won't go to the river?
Yeah.
Wait, where is she at? That I can't even see her. Is she? Yeah, where is she?
Oh, she's probably on. I opened StreamYard, so you're gonna have to open the thing directly. She's in the group. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're gonna have to It's 1 o'clock, and what is that?
Nambia.
Wow.
Maybe. So Ashley starts up here. My main concern is my daughter's communication. Then she drops down to there and she says she's 7 and doesn't talk. It's so sad to never hear those. Sorry, to hear those I love yous or know when or why she's feeling down. On a positive note, she has started playing with her brother during this quarantine. That's really good. She's 7. Is her brother older or younger? That's really good that she, because through play, normally that's what encourages speech. And hello, Sonia.
And don't give up hope, Ashley, because it took a long while before I heard my son say those words.
And
so don't give up.
I was just talking to a parent yesterday, on Messenger, and she said that her daughter did not start to progress until she was 22. And from there,
really?
Yeah, and she just posted today the face mask that she sewed, Siri, that she sewed on the sewing machine. But she shows all these different things that Siri does, and yeah, she didn't start any of the progression until she was 22 years old. She's now 27. But so that's an example of never give up. I was just talking too about Marlo. Marlo's currently learning new things, and he's 32, I believe. I don't think he's 30. Yeah. I think it'll be 33 in September. Yeah, and he's 32. And from the time that we've seen Marlo, we've seen him learn new things, and that's only been maybe a year and a half, maybe if that.
Yeah, that's awesome. So yeah, definitely don't give up. Hope. Never too late to learn something new.
Oh, I see. Karen says, let me put this over here. I have had problems with Marley's bowel movements, have had her toilet trained, but still having problems with cracks in her bottom and constipation and holding up. The worst part is the actual fear of poo coming out of her body. Have you any suggestions? The first thing would probably be, well, first and foremost, is to talk to her pediatrician before you try anything. But a regular, like a regular source of fiber, whether it's like, I forgot, Benefiber, something like a vegetable fiber. And whether it's drinking or it's a pill or it's something of that sort, to keep it all kind of soft, because when she's holding it, your intestine and your colon will keep taking water out of it, so it'll dry up and it will become very hard, and that's what's happening. That it will be difficult to go. So the softer that you can keep it with the fiber, and the more regular that she can become, the less problems she will have. I hope that that helps. But like I said, talk to her doctor first to make sure that would be okay. He may even give you something specific of that sort.
Okay, Mary Ellen, I'll let you know about the calendar when we're ready for picks. I think Marky is on the last calendar.
She has 3 younger brothers and 2 older sisters. This is the one. She's waiting. She wants her to talk, but she started to play with her brother since quarantine. That's good.
Oh. Hey, Alan.
Yeah, that's really good. Hi, Tanya.
Michelle says my brother just is 56 and is still learning new things. Yep, never too late to learn. Hey, Danielle. Hope you are all right.
We get a word once in a while and maybe never again. Is she saying the word appropriately, or is she just saying the word when you do hear a word from her? Is DeAndre right there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, DeAndre.
DeAndre, come here and say hi. Hi. Come here. I listen him. Now, say
hello,
hi, Miss Linda.
Hi.
Hi, Miss Linda. Linda. Say Miss Linda. Miss, yes, ma'am. Linda. Miss, yes, sir.
Hi, DeAndre.
Okay. Hey, Lorianda.
Hey, Lorianda. Somebody, I can't see who this is again because I have the other one open. I still have to take stool softeners. That's another thing. They may prescribe just a regular stool softener.
That's Michelle.
Okay, yeah. So, I mean, some people just it's just something that you need to stay regular. Some people have more problems than others. But the easier that it is to go, hopefully, the less fear that she will have because it'll be less pain. And I don't know how her food is, but if she eats a variety of things, you can sneak the natural fiber in through the foods. And Benefiber is good because you just put it in a glass of water. You put it in her water bottle. Yeah, and you just shake it up. It's clear and everything. It's just a powder that dissolves. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. You're welcome, Karen.
I was going to say Danielle. She's over in a discussions group. Says, it seems that when I feel most frustrated, then my son has a breakthrough in progress. Please don't ever give up. I'm talking to myself as well. Right. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Never give up. And she also says, I buy my son fruit and vegetable supplement.
Yeah. And that's what I was talking about. Yeah, they have the vegetable. They even have vegetable lax that has no medication, just has the fiber in it. And what she said was never give up, and that when I used to get it would always be there right at the I can't take it anymore stage. It would be a breakthrough, especially when it got with the echolalia where nothing was spoken for a purpose, and when it would increase to like a level that was very hard to deal with all the time, she would have a surge in her speaking.
Hey, DeAndre.
And I had to.
DeAndre, come here. What do you have?
DeAndre's getting into something.
Go get it and let me see what you got. Don't you try
that. So I had to really read up on echolalia because that was one of the things. But echolalia, the reason why I asked was the word intentional or was it she just saying it, is because echolalia will come before speaking. And even kids not on the spectrum, toddlers, will start through echolalia.
Jazz, get it from him.
What does he have?
We ain't got her. She got packs of stuff for her here. Mm-hmm. He's going up in the room, terrorizing their drawers. That's what he's doing. DeAndre, come on down.
So ABA therapy is starting tomorrow, first through Zoom, and then maybe in home. I'm nervous because this is my first time with my aggressive 13-year-old. Already have a plan in place, but nervous. Any tips? Is it the first time starting ABA altogether? Even if you had it before, but this time right now, or is this your first Zoom?
Oh, it's a Zoom meeting. Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's first through Zoom tomorrow, first through Zoom. So I'm thinking it's the first one through Zoom. Let me go down here and check.
Excuse me, you guys.
Learning. Yes, all together. Oh yes, all together. Okay, so it's your first one all together. Well, just the advice that I can give with that is it's going to get worse and it's going to become very heightened in the very beginning ones. But that's normal because he's I don't want to say standing his ground, but as he's testing or filling out the dynamics between him and the tech. But it will, because they're going to be putting requests and demands on him as far as to ask him to do things and stuff like that. And he's 13 years old, and you say he's aggressive. He's not used to that from them, especially. So it's a change for him. But while he adjusts, it might get more difficult before it gets easier. But just hang in there.
Yes, this is our Let's Talk Autism session. Leanne, welcome. Welcome. We do this every Sunday, open discussion. So hey, Ashley, Gina.
Ashley says some of both, like CCC, but sometimes daddy. I repeat words to her over and over, but hopefully we can learn to sign. We started with sign language. And I think we didn't know, I didn't know she was on the spectrum then, but we started with sign language, so we had some words. I do feel like when you're signing too, just be sure every time you do a sign that you're saying the word at the same time. So like if you're saying cookie or thank you, do the sign and the word at the same time so she can associate the two, and she will still be trying to learn verbally. And it's hard for our kids too, because like say pronouns, and so it's hard for them to learn words that they can't see. So like you can see a ball and they know what ball is. So even when they get those words and then they may get verbs, it's still difficult. Language is just a difficult thing for them to connect. So like you said, daddy, that's a good one, because then you can consistently point to him or to a noun and say the word.
Yeah, I should have. I should have did it the other way. I've been going back and forth. I don't like doing it this way. The live.
This is good too. Marky uses that and apple a day. Great fiber. Apple cider works good also. And they have the apple cider gummies now, and I heard they don't taste like apple cider at all.
Yeah,
they taste like a gummy.
Mm-hmm. You know, I actually ordered some.
Oh, did you?
I ordered some. They haven't came in yet, but yeah, I'm gonna try them out.
Yeah, I heard they don't.
I'm sorry, you guys. I did this StreamYard wrong tonight. I was tried to be a smart butt, and this is frustrating. But who is this? Leanne says, "Hi, Nita and Linda. Hello.
Hi.
And this is Corina. Let me do it this way. Wait, hold on, Linda. I'm gonna copy it.
Okay.
Yeah, because this is all
right. Is this one the same one that was talking about ABA? This is the same 13-year-old and mom?
No, this is someone different.
Oh, okay. I see.
Karina.
Okay, so my son is 13 with high functioning autism.
I had to do. I'm sorry, you guys, because I can't see your name on. Go ahead.
Oh, high functioning autism. Is it normal for him to have a meltdown almost every time he doesn't get his way? It's been this way since he was around 6 years old, and when he screams at us and throws stuff, is it okay that we take away his electronics for a few hours? It's So it may look like a tantrum. It may be so it's hard to kind of kind of explain this. So it could be that so when you have a kid on the spectrum, you still have to raise that kid. They still have to learn. But at the same time, they do have meltdowns. And when they get too escalated in their emotions, they will have a meltdown. So to say he's having that he's throwing a fit or he's having a meltdown, um, he's probably almost always going to end up in a meltdown because of his level of emotions. But at the same time, when a meltdown is there, it is you deal with the meltdown, but you still implement what you want to be done. So if he's hitting you or he's throwing stuff and you want him to believe that or to understand that that's wrong, then you can still take away the electronics and things like that because you're still teaching him.
Okay, Lori, and go ahead.
Oh, I didn't see what she said. So technically, what they say is a tantrum has a purpose and end goal, and a meltdown doesn't. So if he's doing some behaviors that you want to get away from, then he can learn to not get so escalated. That's what you're trying to help him do. And then when he doesn't get so escalated, he won't end up in a meltdown. So you're trying to give him other strategies, other coping skills. But make sure you do, when you're calming him down in the meltdown, you are giving him those coping skills. And then you're going to start to give him preventative coping skills. So the first thing is probably when he's in that meltdown is try to get him to breathe and you stay calm at the same time and not to react to even when he's hitting you, is to still stay calm and try to stay level.
Okay, let me interrupt real quick. Sorry. The keywords are going off. And I see someone chimed in about CBD. We will have a discussion about that later on. Part of our group rules right now is CBD posts are shut down. Not because we're not interested in them, but because we have so many people fighting for that attention. A lot of people are selling CBD right now. We'll dedicate some time to talk about CBD, but right now that discussion is closed. So thank you for understanding. And I see all day long the keywords just been ding, 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 ding. So in case you're wondering why your posts are being removed with the word CBD, that is why. So temporarily, but we will have we may dedicate a little while to talk just on CBD. But right now, no. Sorry.
Okay, and Lorianda, if you're still here, sorry, I was in that comment. But take care and good night. I can't see who this is, but I'm taking Goli cider vinegar myself. Is this Michelle?
No. That is Danielle.
Okay, yeah. Danielle.
Remind me not to do this. Do it this way anymore, because when we do it this way, we can't see names.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So then she says, I have been taking them all year and I love them. That's good. And so they don't taste like apple cider vinegar?
Yeah, I'm anxious to try them. They've been working, Danielle. I am really anxious to see, the benefits from them. Karina says, what are some coping skills besides breathing? Because it don't work.
Yeah, it's going to take, first, it depends on what you're trying to implement. But it's going to take you being consistent and him not getting, him understanding your consistency and the rules and how things are going to be. And the more that he understands that, then he's not going to be shocked and go into a meltdown when you tell him something. But if he's having those several times a day, yeah, it's going to be difficult because you're going to start with one thing and you're going to implement that. He's going to get used to it. Then you're going to move on to another thing. So it depends on, like, for example, what is he having his meltdowns over? So I know you said, can you put electronics away? Do you still put them away? But so I'm taking it. It doesn't. It's not the electronics themselves. That's something that he would have as a reward, as an earning. And yes, timers are implemented. Social stories and timers are implemented in teaching him what you expect. So timers and stories will be part of the preventative to prevent the meltdowns. And then, so like I said, you want to, of course, know how to deal with him in the meltdown, and then you're going to find a method with those strategies right there to be able to implement things that you want him to understand.
Okay, can we see if we can do? Oh, go ahead.
Does he have ABA?
Hey, Mr. Charles.
Hey, Charles. And what were you going to say, Nita?
Hold on. Somebody's at my door.
Okay. Brandy says, thank you for that question. I don't, oh, wait, here. Let me see. Oh, this is not looking right. Okay, so he has meltdowns when it's time to get off the Xbox or TV or phone. No, he has never had ABA. That's so somebody just said social stories and timers. Both of those will work in that situation. It's going to seem like when you're giving them to him, and they're not going to work instantly, but over time he'll know. So in the social story, there's apps to make social stories. In the social story, you'll have the social story where he does something first. You know, if you want him to, like, say, clean up or make his bed, then play his Xbox, and then you have him playing the Xbox. Then you have expressing that a timer will be set. He will have a certain amount of time. The timer will go off, and he will put the Xbox. The Xbox will be all done. And it's going to be hard to stick to that and say, because when the timer goes off, you're going to have to stick to the fact that you said there was no more Xbox. It's going to take learning on both parts, and it's difficult. It is difficult, but you have to stay consistent in order for him to learn that.
Okay, everybody, if you are in the discussions group or the support group, can you join us on the main page, or give me a second so that I can do a watch party, because that way we'll be able to see whose name. This is so frustrating going back and forth like this. So I'm going to close out the discussions group live, and we're going to share it from the main page. So you can either wait in the group and we'll come right back to you.
It'll pop up there.
Yeah. Or you can just come on over to the main page. That way we don't have to say, who said that? Who said that? So I'm going to shut those two down. Please give us a minute. And yeah. Thank you. Yeah, because this is frustrating.
Oh, and she must be one of them because I can't see her name, so I'll wait for her to come back. I tried breathing, walks, neither works. Now going to ABA, this is so relatable. Yeah, and the thing too, so there's so much to it too, because it's being consistent for what you're expecting, but at the same time, it's making sure they're safe during a meltdown and not responding whatsoever as long as they're safe during that meltdown. No eye contact, no reciprocal verbal back and forth. And it's hard. And the more you do that, the smaller and the less the meltdown will be. But the big thing is understanding. They need to understand what comes next, and okay, I'm on the Xbox, but how long? Can I look at the timer and can I see it counting? And then they get to the point where they know, okay, the time's almost done. But understanding those things and what will come after Xbox and things like that, that will take away a lot of the anxiety, the emotions, and the frustration of not knowing.
Okay, I'm sharing into the group.
I can find. I will probably. I'm not sure if it's. I'll look for one. For a link to make social stories. I know her teacher was talking about it, but I don't remember if it was an app. But I think there was. I think we learned about an app that makes social stories during the IEP. Yeah. I forgot who the ABA there, the behavior specialist at school was telling us about a social story app. So I'll find that out and try to get that to you. You're welcome. I've only tried breathing in and out exercise. If that don't work, warm baths or listen to music. It could be their medication that causes it. I found out when I took my son off of a lot of medication, he was doing much better. His teacher sent to my email for my son's homework at my home. I teach my son's homework 1 hour because no school is this year. My son does not like to stay boring at home. My son wants to go out to the park without virus people. He had his dry mouth from his medication. He drank his cold water bottle. It was very hard for my son. I hope school will be next. I hope school will be back too.
Yeah, I hope all of this is over with and they can get back in their routines. There's Michelle. Now we can see. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's. Is anybody here? Their kids were okay with sleep, and now sleep is just not normal. Emily, oh my goodness, it's been like we had a
way off schedule.
Yeah, and Emily, I was like, I know what Nita's going through now, because Emily would stay awake, but she'd be in her bed. I'd hear her talking and things like that. But one night, I think it was the night before last. Oh my goodness, it was like we had a baby in the house. Oh my goodness, she had so many things that she needed. She was crying, but I think she's getting frustrated because I told her she gets frustrated when she can't sleep.
Oh yeah. Yeah, DeAndre's all the way. He's totally. I want him to get back on his schedule because he's just his little body is just way off. Already has sleep issues, and oh my god, just imagine sitting up. All you hear is. Psh, psh,
we had to cancel Emily's ABA twice this last week, and then once the week before that. Is like it's almost regular now to have to cancel at least one time a week. But it was twice this week, and I told them sorry, and let the other, because the supervisor and everything was coming. I said, let everybody know. I said sorry. They said a lot of their kids are going through that right now because of the change.
Yeah.
So, yeah. My son refusing to sleep in his bed, always on the floor in my room. How old is he? You probably already said too, but I'm confused now because there were names and then there weren't names. So I don't know. Yeah. But I seen her name, but I don't. But I talked to some that didn't have names, so I didn't remember it like that. My son has to take sleep meds, and he's still about 3 days a week, won't go to sleep. But even if he goes to sleep at like 9 p.m., he wakes up at 3 a.m. See, and what does he take? Yeah, son, because Emily will go to bed really, really late. But if she was to go to bed early, she'd be just like that. She'd wake up too early. But she's going to bed about 3 o'clock every morning, it seems like. So what does he take? Oh, Eddie, 13. Oh, okay. Okay. See, and there were two of them with 13-year-olds.
Yeah, and both of them were talking about the same thing
Yeah,
almost.
and one didn't have a name to them. That was the one I couldn't see.
So,
okay, so I got it.
For you guys who I had to switch, if you didn't catch that, I had to stop the first two videos that were inside the group because we weren't able to see any names. I was getting frustrated. That's what I was doing, going back and forth here. So now it's much better. I have it where no matter if you're in the group, we'll be able to see you live, or if you are on the main page. So forgive me for that little disruption. Michelle says my kids too, the birds singing me to sleep every morning.
Right? Oh, I know. Yeah, I was going back to sleep one night and she was just getting to sleep and the birds were already awake.
Oh, he's on melatonin and clonidine.
Oh, see, and he should be sleeping on that. I was gonna talk to Emily's doctor and see if we can switch him to that. And then Karina says, "Oh, sorry.
We have the appointment. Remember, I was supposed to go last week, but
yeah,
we had a mix up with the referral. But tomorrow, because I have to get an adjustment for my son because he's just way off right now.
Mm-hmm.
But he takes the clonidine and the
trazodone.
The other one.
Trazodone, right?
Goffin.
Oh, tonic. Oh no! Wait, he did. Oh no! You shelved or you put it in the cabinet, huh? The trazodone.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go to her tomorrow. We're gonna see if we can just maybe I'll give them the Goffin, but I don't want them to be sleepy during the day. That's what I worry about.
That's what Emily takes during the day.
Yeah.
Oh, he'll get used. He will get used to it. Emily takes it during the day. Yeah, he'll get DeAndre. He'll get used to it. And then melatonin hydroxyzine. Steve, do me a favor. Answer this. Let David know this.
My son is about to turn 4 and has major sleep issues. He is too young for medication, so it is hard. I've been there. Have I been there? My son, with the sleep issues and his ADHD, that little brain just never stopped. So I really understand where you're coming from. I've had a lot of sleepless nights, and he could literally go for 24 hours straight without missing a beat. But hang on in there. Have you tried the melatonin, Sarah? That's, a natural way of trying to help them get to sleep. Karina, but we had to stop melatonin because, really? Caused them nightmares. Wow. The melatonin, I tried it. I never heard of it causing nightmares. A lot of people it worked for, but for my son, we tried the melatonin before we actually put him on the medication for his sleep. And it didn't do anything. Even with the adjustments, he was like, I'm not going to sleep. The clonidine works well for him when he wants to go to sleep. The clonidine didn't work for my, really? The melatonin and the clonidine, wow. Does he have ADHD or just sleep issues? My son doesn't get sleepy during the day at all. Yeah, my son didn't like taking a nap or resting. Mr. Charles, medications seem to be a mixed bag from everything I'm hearing. Most, if not all, of them hadn't been invented when I was growing up. Maybe it was better for me that they didn't exist then. Did you have sleep issues, Mr. Charles? I don't know if you ever spoke about that, and if you did, how how did you overcome, or how were you able to get your rest? Sarah says this pediatrician has asked us to wait, but we have considered it. Melatonin, The melatonin is safe. That's something your body produces anyway. They sell that over the counter in the drugstore. So, yeah, I would ask your doctor. Usually they'll tell you to try the melatonin because that's one of the safest way. Has gummies with 1 milligram. Yeah, those just didn't work for DeAndre.
Okay, sorry about that. I'm back. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the melatonin.
Hey, Betsy, how are you?
Medications seem to be a mixed bag from everything I'm hearing.
My son seems to sleep less now due to the slower pace schedule, as he isn't as worn out as he used to be. Now that we are home, yeah, maybe that's it. Sleeping 10 to 12 hours. Now sleeping 9.5. Okay. Yeah. DeAndre, he's got a habit now that he'll go to sleep. He'll get in the bed, put on his red blue, and he'll have his tablet right next to him, and he'll be out. By the time I get under the covers, guess what? Good morning. Oh no.
Oh my goodness. That hadn't happened last night because I saw you up late last night, unless you left your thing on. Yeah, I was like, what's going on?
Yeah, last night? I was up yesterday. And I don't know what time I went to bed.
Because it was late here.
Yeah, but I did go pretty early. I think I went to sleep about 10.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. I seen it 10 or 11 my time, but maybe you left the thing on where it stays active.
Well, I always got my phone right by me. So
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, he gets up. And I'm saying he'll go to. He might, like, if he goes to bed. Let's just say 9 o'clock. He's out, and if I go to bed 2 hours later, he'll be up. He'll jump up like, "Hey, good morning." Oh no, it's not morning. You still have some hours to do.
Oh my goodness, to do. Let me see. Somebody said something. Melatonin causes nightmares. It makes my head funny too, and it would give me this really bad headache. I didn't sleep with it well at all.
I thought it would, because it was natural. I never heard of that it caused. That's something new.
Yeah, I don't know if it's an inactive ingredient or if it's just the way that it's not synthetic, but that it came from another source, and maybe my body already has an amount. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, because it didn't work for DeAndre at all.
Yeah, it did work for Emily. It worked for Emily maybe a second, and then it didn't work. And she was about 4 years old too when she started to have those severe sleep problems. And then my son doesn't get sleepy with his during the day at all. Oh, he takes what does he take during the day? Karina. Melatonin gummies. Michelle, how old is your son?
Well, where are we at?
I came back. I don't know which ones you covered.
Okay. There's Michelle and Sarah, Betsy. I just want, because they starting to come now.
I was gonna guess 7, but he's 8. Okay.
He's 8.
Yeah. And he takes only 1 milligram. It's him who takes 1 milligram. Has anybody tried herbal tea such as sleepy time or night? I've tried those. I don't know if one of those has valerian root in there or not. but that kind of worked for me. But I haven't heard anybody bring up valerian root, and I'm gonna say I'm not sure that kids can have it, but there are some sleepy time teas that have valerian root in them.
Juliet, hello. My son had his clonidine, 1 milligram half pill every morning. Oh, he takes it in the morning. Okay. 1 pill every afternoon and 1 pill every night, and 3 tablets every morning. Anxiety medication. He had his, he had his, he improved, he's calm better. That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
He slept all night better, good. He was big adult now. His doctor said he had his right EEG brain was not normal. Okay. He needs calm down his right side. His doctor wants MT scan, EEG brain next year again. I hope his EEG will be normal. So that they were doing like a sleep study. We had that done with well, when DeAndre was getting diagnosed for autism when he was like 4, they did the but they wanted to see if there was a reason he wasn't talking.
Oh, that's what he had for. Oh, okay.
But they said his brain was normal. They couldn't find any reason why he wasn't talking at that time.
Yeah. EEG is what they do for seizures too, right?
Yeah. See if there's any activity in the brain. Yeah. They check in the brain waves, but and to make sure your brain is functioning like it's supposed to be, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Over here, Melanie. I am struggling so badly when it comes to my son's eating and weight gain. I can't seem to find healthy options that he will eat. Help. He's 11 and weighs 208 at this time. There's a gummy melatonin. Where do you guys buy the gummy melatonin? And I know that they are discussing sleeping issues, but does anyone have tips about trying to eating issues or things that may speed up my child's metabolism rate? I'm sorry about that, Melanie, that I wasn't seeing your messages or your comments. So I'm kind of in the same situation with you. Emily is really picky eater. She's a problem eater. She has a very difficult time with different foods. She's limited to a few things that she will eat, and to me, it feels like none of them are healthy. I guess there might be. I mean, there's protein. She will take certain sources of protein, chicken breast, cheese, but a lot of the things are high calorie and not the greatest. The only thing, so when I talked to our pediatrician about it, he said you can't really focus on diet often with autism because there are food issues or feeding issues. So he said to focus on activity. So you asked what to speed up his metabolism. Exercise and activity speeds up the metabolism. You just get used to it, and you can rev up his metabolism. Take him for walks. I don't know how big he is. Trampoline, jump places, just hiking, keeping him active. And the more active he becomes, the more active his metabolism will be.
Or you can borrow some of my sons.
She said, no, not even borrow. You'll give it to them, right? And he is so lean, too. That's why.
Yes, because he's so active. He is. Yeah, the doctor, like the last time, they all look at his legs. He's just as little as he can be, but he has, you can see that leanness, the muscles up in there, because he's constantly moving. Constantly. And he can eat up everything. Now, he won't stay out the refrigerator, so I need some of that. Mr. Charles. Hey, Mr. Charles. At one point, I did have sleep issues when I was in sixth grade. My dad started enforcing a fixed bedtime, and that seemed to work in the long run. Getting more exercise during the day also helped, as I recall. Okay, of course, that was 62 years ago. Okay.
So he's on 10, Eddie's on 10 milligrams. Not Eddie, Veronica's Eddie.
Brandy.
Brandy's Eddie, who's 13, is on 10 milligrams. I don't want anybody to think that little Eddie was on 10 milligrams and they think, oh, I don't want anyone to be confused. I'm lucky if mine sleeps 4 to 5 hours. He goes to bed, but is wide-eyed, which is held at 3 a.m. Oh, that's the one, yeah.
I feel your pain.
Michelle's son takes 3 milligrams, but during school times it gets bumped to 6, and it makes her stomach hurt. I don't know if it's the way that it's being administered or the way that we're taking it. It's not being produced in our body, that it might be
or maybe it's a certain brand, you think?
Yeah, I bought different brands for Emily, and I used to have really bad sleep problems, and it just gave me a headache, just bad. Thank you both for the ideas. Bless you both. Thank you, Melanie, and you're welcome.
Welcome, Melanie. Has anybody tried an herbal tea? Oh, you read that one.
Mm-hmm. And I was taking like 10 milligrams, so that would make sense why the nightmares. And then my niece, what happened to it? Oh, my niece has 2-year-old on 1 milligram. Oh, okay, got it. Nothing, all night meds, melatonin, hydroxyzine, Prozac, and Abilify. Oh, okay, got it. No day meds at all. They said he has ADD also, but has never put him on ADD medication. And they said they put Emily on ADD medication, but didn't actually. They said we're not saying she has ADD. Counting by 76.
Abilify. What is the Abilify? That's a sleep med, right? Abilify.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Charles said counting by 76s sometimes helped him get to sleep.
Charles. Mr. Charles.
Trina says, I don't know if that would help. My son likes to cover his mask. Sometimes he took his mask, but he drank his water bottle. We must. Where does she live? Juliet.
Juliet. Yeah, where are you from, Juliet? Yeah, we're all in the social distancing thing now. I'm not sure if everyone has to wear a mask, but
yeah,
I know it's I know I keep mine on.
Yeah, that's why I was asking where she was from, and then she said food store instead of grocery store, so some of the wording is a little different. I think Walmart. Oh, Walmart or Walgreens, I think, is where the gummies are from, Melanie. And yeah, swimming is great, Melanie. Just things that involve activity. It doesn't have to be something that feels like exercise. It could be fun. Just staying active, or just getting a little more active. So with Emily, I think we were able to get her down 9 pounds now. So she
awesome.
Yeah,
and Emily loves her exercise. Emily be getting it. Get it, Emily.
And we haven't like pushed her, to her limits, and it's 15 minutes a day, and we got down 9 pounds, 15 minutes a day. Oh, she does do her Just Dance on the game. I think it's on the PlayStation.
Okay.
Oh, it's on the Nintendo Switch. See, I knew it was one of those, but yeah. So it's on the Nintendo Switch. She does her Just Dance video game, and she loves it. So I told her to get up and do that. So that's a play way to learn.
Okay, sorry about that. I'm gonna have to call her back.
My son can eat a whole loaf of bread at one sitting. Oh my goodness. Hey Pam.
Wow. Wow. Hey Pam.
5'5". Beans, hammocks, smothered potatoes, greens, cornbread. Oh my goodness, he eats meals, but then wants to snack also. He's never full, but goes into meltdown if we try to make him go outside to get some type of exercise to be active. Does he play video games? Karina? And he eats all day and weighs 116, 5'4". Hey, Lori.
Hey, Lori. I think my son eats small meal portion. If he eats more, a little bit. He was very strong and tall than us. Okay. Abilify for anger. Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. It's like a I don't want to call it antipsychotic, but it might be an antipsychotic. But it is to control moods or to keep them level.
I don't know what time Ralph has been waking up. He doesn't come out of his room trying to be sneaky. I think I'm going to have to put a camera in his room.
I don't know.
Our kids, here go Mr. Charles with the math, y'all. I am 75 centimeters tall, weigh 94 kilograms. I'm trying to get down between 80 and 85.
Yeah, Ralph he is skinny. He's really tall. Excuse me. How tall is does he look really tall or is he tall? Does he look really tall because he's skinny?
Hey.
Seems skinny.
Children.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of him, and I was thinking he was 7, but unless you don't have a recent picture of him, yeah, I thought he looks like he's like 5.
Video games all day.
So, with that, I don't know what system he plays, but if he plays video games all day, there's so many games now that you can be interactive in. It doesn't have to be a dance game. It could be adventure games. It could be going through certain levels. I forgot what they call those kind of games. And you stay active, and the things that you do makes so I've seen this one. It's like, so you do these exercise moves and it progresses you in the game. So that's one of them. But then there's the kind like where you're actually doing the things that they need to do on the screen exactly the same. But yeah, it's then they have the sports on the video games. They have a lot of active games now. I heard from Walmart must require, but my son cannot go to Walmart. He will take off his mask, but it was not easy.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Veronica. I know that's a hard thing for, yeah.
Mm-hmm. We finally got DeAndre to keep his mask on because for the first few times he wouldn't do it. So his dad had to kind of teach him how to keep it on, like keep proper. It's okay. It's okay. Now when we go out the door, he brings me the mask.
Good. Yeah, Emily did pretty good with hers. Hey, Veronica. Only the workers. Oh, he is tall. He's 5'9". I mean, he's yeah. I don't know if I knew he was. I don't think I thought he was that tall. And he's Emily's
How old is he?
15. He's going to be. He's
17.
either 17 or he's going to
Yeah.
be 17.
17.
Yeah. I remember football and climb trees. I remember being outside with my brother when he was playing football and climbing trees.
I used to climb trees too.
Yeah,
they
me
don't do
too.
That anymore.
Yeah, I used to do it too. But you know, the scariest thing about climbing a tree is having to get back down. Like you can keep climbing, but you got to get back down.
Oh yeah, those were the good old days. Go outside and actually play.
And we're excited too. Yeah, exactly. You were excited. Get done with breakfast. I'm gonna go outside. I'm gonna see if such and such is home. We're gonna go play.
Bounces up and down constantly on the Wii. Okay.
What was that?
Pam.
Oh.
Ralph plays the Wii. Wii has a lot of good games.
They do. They have the sports.
They're like the Switch, though. That's what they.
Yeah, the Switch
into,
is
right?
the same. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Because that's what Emily's using. The Switch had some really good active ones, but Xbox has it, and PlayStation has. Don't they have the? What does PlayStation has? I forgot what theirs is called.
No mask.
Oh, so it is the camera.
For Eddie. Okay.
But
he has a meltdown. Wow.
Before our joints hurt.
Ralph doesn't want to wear a mask either, huh? Yeah, our kids.
That's it. He wants to do no activity. I can't handle him screaming at us. He hates us, and then we want him to be depressed and sad. Yeah, that it is hard trying to change. I think to me it always seemed like this because when she was younger and before she could communicate what she wanted, it was hard to let her know, I know what you want, but I'm saying no. And she would get so angry and frustrated, but I would say she was more frustrated, but it came out as a meltdown and everything. It would turn into a meltdown. But, I stood my ground with certain things. But it seemed like she was confused, like, you don't understand. I'm not, like she wasn't understanding that I'm understanding her. And the frustration was there. And so when they get like frustrated, think about it. In the beginning, when they get frustrated because they're trying to communicate something to you, you're not getting it. Then later on in life, do they still think that, or do they just have that way of, okay, I'll just go get it now for myself because I'm big enough? Like Emily, if she could do things by herself, she was doing things by herself. She was scaling the counters, the refrigerator, everything. Seriously, she wouldn't have to communicate with you then. It was almost like, you guys don't understand anyways. I'll just go get it myself. But and then they build a certain way that they can do things and they can plan things by themselves. And to undo that and let them know that no, you can't is a hard thing.
Oh yeah. I think if this pandemic had occurred 55, 60 years ago, I would have been scared stiff all the time. I was real hypochondriac when I was growing up. I know mom and dad would have had no trouble getting me to wear a mask. The question is whether I would have been willing to venture out of this house at all. Oh, wow. Yeah, I think it's good for all of us to get out. Because I know the other day I felt really good going to take my mom to the grocery store. So when she has to go, that gives me an opportunity to get out. Instead of just staying around the house, But we need to get a little air, get out. But I am really fearful right now until they know something. So I definitely keep that mask on. And it's always that thing of keeping them hands washed.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I seen a picture of somebody took a picture, and there was, so when you're in the grocery line, and then there's another grocery line over that way, whatever. Somebody took a picture of a guy eating a bag of chips, waiting in line. He had his gloves
With
still on.
gloves
He was eating
on.
the chips.
Yes,
Oh my goodness, it was
I seen
horrible.
that. You
Oh my
defeated
goodness.
the whole
Right?
purpose.
I'm walking to the
Defeated,
car and I'm taking them off. Oh, like I
or
want.
just like the lady who had the mask with her nose cut out.
Yes, yeah, it's yeah, or the ones that have the mouth where they're, but you don't want your food to touch any part of that outside of that
Or
mask, and they're eating through it. But yeah, I don't. I'm so cautious of everything that I touch with those gloves. Like I'm getting to the
mm-hmm.
car, I don't want to touch the car door handle, nothing in the car with those on. Mm-hmm.
I even got him a Wichita Shockers one. Nope, not wearing it. He said, "Oh, he doesn't like them at all."
Oh, our mom told us.
Mom told us when we was little to go outside. We went outside. It didn't come out the woods until yeah,
Mm-hmm.
those were the days.
Yeah, drinking out
Those
of the
were
hose.
yes,
Because
riding
if
the
you wouldn't,
bike.
if you
Oh
went
my
back
goodness.
inside, you might have to stay inside. So yeah, we'd be
Yeah.
drinking out the hose.
Well,
We'd
we
go
didn't
in for
come in
lunch.
inside until dinner time. When
Yeah,
Mama
dinner.
called for
Yeah.
dinner.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'd come from breakfast. Sometimes we'd even take our lunch with us, or we'd go back home for lunch. Then we'd stay out to dinner, and then we'd be excited if we got to go back out after dinner
Mm-hmm.
and stayed out till the street lights.
My son thinks it's cool to wear a mask. We let him decorate it. Well, that's cool
Oh, that's
idea.
good. Hmm.
Yeah, that's cool.
I made a mask for. She has two of them, but one of them is for the house because
Mhm.
she wants to carry it around. So but they look exactly the same because I made them, but so out of the same fabric. So but she hasn't really gone anywhere like to get out of the car with it on or anything. So once she does, I'm gonna be swapping them out once we get back home and she has the home one, so she can still carry it around and not have all the germs on it.
Mm. How did I share two of these? Yeah, I didn't mean it.
Yeah, I saw people doing that, Charles. I saw people using diapers too. I saw somebody making them out of diapers, and
What?
not cloth diapers, disposable ones. Hmm.
Wow.
We all survived, but now the world is crazy,
Yes, it
right?
is.
Yeah, and it's not. I mean, we're talking pandemic right here, but yeah, it's strange. I mean, you can't let your kids out for. You can't let them out of your sight. It takes nothing but a second.
All right.
But and think about it. If they played outside, like if we let our kids go outside like we did, that would just be crazy.
That would be.
Mm-hmm.
DeAndre would never come home. He'd be home all the time.
Right? Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, lightning. I used to catch
Mhm.
those too, Karina.
Did you?
Yes,
I used to
yes.
love that when we would go
In
to
the jars
Ohio.
and make the
Mhm.
little
Yeah,
holes.
we would
Yes.
go to Ohio, or when we were in Detroit, or when we lived in New York, we had them, but they're not here. We don't have them in California. But I
Really?
love them things. Yeah,
We
unless
have
they're
them
somewhere.
all on the bushes around here. Man, be
Yeah.
full
Oh,
of
yeah. Steve,
them.
you've never seen lightning bugs here, right?
Sock.
Yeah.
Somebody used the sock.
Yeah, I seen the sock one too. People were buying socks from the dollar store making them. Yeah, or
I
playing
like
spotlight. Yeah,
diapers
they
are
are,
too
aren't they?
expensive.
Exactly, for real. I've seen that because if they're disposable diapers, it has to be a disposable mask. You can't wash it.
Hmm.
Oh, Veronica said she did the sock.
Yeah, people are
Oh,
using anything. wipe the glow stuff on us, and we glowed in the dark, ran around. I just, Mr. Charles. Oh, yes, when I lived in New York, we used to play a game. We catch the most lightning bugs in a jar or cup or whatever we had. But it would be good use of the diapers I have left over. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess
Sorry.
if you have some left over, it would yeah, it would come in handy.
Mhm. Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. Let me.
You wipe the glow stuff from the lightning bugs onto you guys? Yeah, I remember seeing those for the first time, be thinking, "Oh my goodness, what are those lights?" Yeah, I don't know why we don't have them here. I guess it must
And I
be
always
more
catch. I used
humid.
to love to catch the little lizards. I call them.
Oh,
Yeah, catch them. This and they go crawling and get them in a cup. And you give them.
they you
Yeah.
have those in Detroit?
No, no, no.
Or
This was
were
down
you
south.
down? You
No,
oh,
down
okay.
south. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say I've never seen those.
Oh no, 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 no. But I will spend the $4 for a mask. We can't even find them here. You gotta order
Mhm.
them.
Yeah.
They're so scarce. Or if you do find them, is you have to go to a beauty supply store.
Yeah, when we were kids. Oh, okay. So I guess the stuff comes off of the bugs and then it glows.
You
I used
play
to.
horny toad. What is horny toad?
Is she talking about playing with
Uh,
them or playing, right? Playing with toads, right? Or there's not many of them.
really.
See, first thing, Pam, I thought they disappeared, but then I realized they're
Oh,
not here.
my daughter just told me it was a lizard, a horny toad. You know,
Oh,
she's
is
the
it?
animal bug expert.
Oh, that's Ari. Hey, Ari. um, I'm from Arkansas, but originally from the South, New Orleans.
Oh,
Okay.
hey, neighbor. I'm from Mississippi. Oh, well, I was born in Mississippi. That's my home, my other home.
Kroger has cloth masks. Um.
Okay, yeah, my daughter, she had to pull up her
Oh,
left.
okay, got it. Oh, that's really.
Ew.
I know. Where was that at? Where was that? Michelle, that was in Utah where you that's where you are, right? They spit oh that's that thing. That's the thing that spits blood out of that like right here, out of their eye.
Really?
But it's like
They
yeah,
spit
I
blood?
think it's a tear duct. That's what
Oh.
she said.
Yeah, my daughter said
Oh
that's a
man.
defense mechanism.
I've seen it
Really?
on like TV, like on National Geographic and stuff, but oh Texas, okay. She said, "Hey girl." Wait, say it, Nita. Say it, Nita.
Hi. Hey.
You gotta wait, remember oh shoot. She said she would never do it now. Um, oh, that's right, Kansas. Why am I? You know, my brother lived in Kansas and he lived in Utah, and I don't know why I was putting you in Utah.
And we used to play extended family gatherings was called Murder in the Dark. Okay. We would pull a number of cards out of deck corresponding to the number of players, including one ace and one king. Each player would draw a card. The person who drew the ace was the detective, and the person who drew the king was the killer. The detective would stay at base while the other players milled around outside until the killer would pretend to kill one of the other players. The detective won. Do you see it cut off? I think.
Yeah.
I can't see the rest of it.
So I don't know if you said the detective would. And it cuts off. Oh, okay. You have lived in Utah. Oh. Yeah, I don't know why I was associating you with Utah and yeah. So where in Kansas are you, Michelle? And where out in Mississippi, Nita?
For me, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I was trying to pull up Mr. Gulf Coast, past Christian. Past Christian. That would be about 80 miles from New Orleans.
Oh, it's that close?
Mm-hmm. Real close. Real close.
Oh, Wichita.
Hold on. I was trying to see if I could pull up this
That's where my sister-in-law's from.
video. That's not what I want.
Is Pam in Wichita too? I think so, right?
Yeah, she is. I
yeah,
believe.
in Wichita, I think. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, I'm still trying to.
Oh, the detective would question everyone and try to determine which player was the killer. Sorry.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah, it's on the very bottom.
Oh, okay.
Second from the bottom. Yeah, she is. That's what Nita said. I thought she was. Because Victoria is from outside of Wichita, I think. But I think that is her nearest metropolis, I think. Yep, she's from Wichita. Yep, you guys are neighbors. Do you know who Siri is that I was talking about? The one that was showing, Nita?
Oh, yeah. I've seen her video.
Yeah, her. Yeah.
I've seen her.
Her mom is opening up I guess I'll call it a residential. I want to say community. Like it's going to be for like many different people. But she lives right here. She lives maybe 45 minutes from me. But I knew
get her on to do a Focus Live.
Yeah, I know. I think she really should. But she invited me to go see the community that they're making.
Okay, that's awesome.
She lives in Lola. Okay, Victoria lives in Lola. Yeah, so I was chatting with her yesterday.
I was raised south of New Orleans.
Hey, Dinah.
Louisiana. Okay.
Dinah says we're flooding over rain. We're flooding over here. Rain won't stop.
It's actually it's been raining here all day.
Has
you
it?
get that drizzle rain and then the flow, and then now it's like little drizzles all day.
Oh my goodness. Oh, we were supposed to have rain today. We're supposed to have rain all day today and tomorrow. And I thought I heard a little bit last night, but so much for that. We didn't. It's not raining. Well, I hope it lets up soon, Dinah.
All right, let me I'm getting ready to put the link in. Okay, everybody. I'm putting the link.
2 days of it and tomorrow.
I'm putting the link in the chat area. If you'd like to join us on the live, you are more than welcome to click on the link and come on in and say hi for our last 5 minutes. We are finally having sunny days. Yeah, we had a good. Was that yesterday, Ari? Was it yesterday? It was nice outside. I think we had a good day yesterday. Today was just dreary all day. Most of the time is but now in Northwest Arkansas. Okay. We got Michelle.
Hi. My phone finally downloaded it.
Finally.
Hey, Michelle. Hi.
And look, I'm even wearing my autism shirt.
Oh, nice. Perfect. Nice. I was just thinking, when I said about the alarm, I forgot. I was telling Nita that you purchased it, and that we want to hear your opinion of it afterward. After you get used to it and everything.
Yeah.
But then I was thinking I've never seen her on here though. So then I was like, but then here you are.
Here I am.
Yeah. Welcome.
Thank
you. Well, I say finally.
Finally. Took a bit. My phone didn't want to let me in.
Oh,
I tried 2 weeks in a row and it said nope.
Nope.
Yeah, I do remember. It would seem like a few people were going through that though. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Charles isn't popping in.
Right. Mr. Charles is usually here.
I know. Where is Mr. Charles?
And I haven't seen Veronica. I mean, I've seen her on her lives, but I haven't seen her join us for a while.
Yeah, Veronica, we haven't seen you on live for a while. Come on in.
Come on.
And Pam.
Pam says her hair is a hot mess. That is no excuse. We are
My hair's a hot mess. Look at this nonsense.
I haven't had a cut in over a month now.
Remember you were making fun of Nando, remember? And I said, you know what? I said, give it some time.
They're actually opening our salons tomorrow.
Are they?
Wow.
By appointment only. So basically one at a time.
One at a time.
Our phase 1.5. But we're still going up cases over 200 a day.
Yeah, I see some places shot up like 64% in cases since they reopened. Hey,
Hi,
Charles.
everyone. Hi.
Are you in the car?
No, actually, I'm on my phone. I need to turn down sound on something here.
I thought that was the back of a car seat, and then that was the. Okay, no, now
like the headrest.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. The headrest, yeah.
Karina, you could come on in here. StreamYard is similar to come on in. I put the link in the chat. So if you want to come in, you are more than welcome.
And Veronica, so are your boys. They're feral or not. She said we might act like feral children.
So hey, Veronica.
That's what mine are.
And Michelle. Okay. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Charles.
Pam says hi, Charles.
So how's everybody doing?
Doing good.
Doing good.
Yeah.
Around this time I always get hungry. It's almost time to eat something.
Right. I gotta find some food too soon.
Yeah.
Cindy and I picked up food from Olive Garden today. Cindy was going to cook dinner, but then she didn't feel up to it in the afternoon, so I went out and got food from Olive Garden for us.
Did you buy that two meal thing where you take one and put it in the fridge and the other one's warm? Yeah. Did you get that, Charles?
No, we didn't, because the things what she wanted didn't fit into that. So I ordered what she wanted and I ordered what I wanted.
Oh, okay. Nice. I've been craving them.
Right?
Yeah, I've been craving them since I think right after we went in shelter in place. But it's not in our town, it's the next town over. So they won't deliver, so I have to go pick it up. And I'm like, by the time I get to thinking all that, I don't even want it
anymore. Right.
Is your town real small, Linda?
It's about 125,000 maybe.
Oh, not that small.
No, not that small.
It's a pretty sizable place.
Yeah, it is.
We have over 500,000 here.
Okay.
In just our county.
Yeah. Oh, and Yeah, I don't know how many are in our county. Kansas,
where do you live,
Wichita?
I'm in Wichita, Kansas, yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, of course, yeah, the largest city there, so yeah.
Yeah.
Sense, yeah. Yeah.
Did Karina, did you get the link?
We are in Connecticut. So.
You're in a
you
small
guys just
town?
had snow, right?
Oops, hold on, you guys. My timer.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm in Connecticut. Yeah, we're right next to New Haven.
Oh, okay. Well, we're trying to see if Karina, see if she got the link and join us.
Sorry, guys, my timer was going off.
Not a problem.
Pam cooked chicken on the grill. And I'm like,
it's all sounding good. I'm like,
I know.
I want that.
I made hot wings.
Oh yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
I don't want. Well, it sounds good, chicken. My daughter made some fried chicken yesterday. I don't think I want it.
I think I'm gonna have a big old salad.
Oh
yeah.
That sounds good.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
That
but it has
to
have some meat in it. I gotta have some meat in it.
Well, I got some bacon to put in it. You know.
Okay.
I like my bacon. I have a pound of it, so I might fry that up and eat the whole pound.
Oh man, right? Oh my goodness, bacon! Oh my goodness,
so good.
That's my my vice. I seen this salad. It's a Big Mac salad. So it has Thousand Island, but then you put the meat in there, like the ground beef, seasoned ground beef in there. And I've been meaning to make it. They have a Weight Watchers one and then a regular one, but I've been meaning to make that. I was supposed to make it last week, but yeah, I'm trying to eat salads too. Cause I don't know. It's hard. Yeah, it's just, I want a salad, but I want it to have, I want it to be my meal. Yeah, I don't want it to be yeah. So it's going to be my meal, so I have to be creative with it.
Okay, correct.
Yeah, I have a signature salad. I have a signature salad I fix, but it's an accompaniment to meals generally. Like last night, I fixed some salmon. I fixed it according to a Martha Stewart recipe, and I fixed some rice and my signature salad with it.
That sounds good.
Yeah. I know. I'm like, I bought a bag of salad. I bought a bag of salad at Sam's, and it lasted like 2 days, and I had to throw it out.
Wow.
So yeah, I was mad.
It doesn't last that long here because I just eat the whole bag.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm like, that's like a serving, right?
Yeah. And then if you don't buy it from Sam's or anything, then it's a smaller bag. Yeah, and then it's a salad.
Yeah, that's what it is. Isn't every packaging that's serving size, right?
It could, if it's a meal, like I know I would use it at one time if it's a meal, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I look at food. That's the serving size.
All food.
You just
open it and eat
a bag of cookies, right? That's a serving, right?
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise, they wouldn't sell it in the bag. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well, sometimes too, I'll get like the 5-ounce bag of spinach, another 5-ounce bag of arugula, another 5-ounce bag of mixed greens. I kind of mix them together along with the cucumbers, radishes, peppers, whatever else I use.
Oh, that's radishes. That's what I want.
Mm-hmm.
I put all kinds of stuff in mine.
Salad. Yeah.
Some mushrooms.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Oh. I have to have Italian dressing. I don't care what. So.
Zesty Italian
too. Yeah,
I like the zesty Italian because
that's what I got.
It gives me that garlicky. I like the garlicky flavors.
I make my own dressing for each salad. I do is basically I put a little salt and I use a wooden salad bowl. I put a little salt in it and rub garlic in it, and then rub garlic really well in it. Then I, put the salad greens and other toppings in there. Then after that, I grind some pepper on it and put a little tarragon on it too, sprinkle a little tarragon, and then put some oil and usually balsamic vinegar.
Yes.
Oil olive oil and some kind of vinegar, usually a balsamic, and that's the salad.
Yeah.
Oh, I can just put balsamic on it and eat it. Yeah, that's delicious.
And if you add the Italian seasoning to that and a little bit of olive oil, it tastes just like the Italian dressing. Yeah, so I'll do that on roast vegetables or salad.
Yeah, now if you do just the vinegar, then that's called a late salad. You know why? Because it ain't oily, so it's late.
You always have
some jokes. He's on it. Damn, he's got
you gotta love Mr. Charles. I love food too, Pam. Off the grill. Oh yes. But I haven't grilled yet this so far anyway. I need to pull it out. Big Mac salad. First Big Mac salad.
Yeah, really? That's the thing I was talking about, the Big Mac salad, yeah. So it has Thousand Island and has all the stuff that's on a Big Mac.
Okay. So sorry, I will get back next Sunday. That's okay. We understand.
And we should do.
Oh no, it changes. Karina, the link changes every Sunday.
Yeah.
So when we start a new live, so we'll put it in the chat. So hopefully you can join us next week.
And we should do that. We should have a planned Zoom for the group and have a certain amount on there.
Oh, we have the rooms now.
Yeah, exactly.
The rooms in Facebook.
Yes.
Oh, look who's
Veronica!
Here. What? Hi. There she is.
Hey, Veronica.
How are you? It's been a while.
You all right?
Hi.
Yes. Oh, you know what's different, Veronica? You know why I said
because I don't have my glasses on.
You know what else, though? You know what else? You don't have lipstick on.
Oh, lipstick! Yes!
I always notice your lipstick.
Yeah, there's masks now.
Yeah,
I don't wear lipstick anymore at work because of the mask, so there's no point.
Yeah.
That's true.
It makes me sad, but whatever.
Yeah.
It's my signature look. Everybody knows me by the lipstick at work.
Pam says I use zesty Italian on chicken kebab. Oh, that sounds good, Pam. Hey, Dinah. I made tuna avocado, onions, tomato salad with Italian. Yes, that Italian dressing.
Yep.
That sounds good.
My son loves to eat foods, not nuts. I cook grilled
chicken,
except for the tomatoes, and salad. Very good and healthy. Yeah.
You don't like tomatoes, Charles?
Tomatoes are gross.
Mr. Charles.
Tomatoes are gross.
Mr. Charles.
Tomatoes are good.
Eddie. They are, especially right when you pick them, like when they're local. Oh my goodness!
Oh yeah.
I can eat it like an apple.
Eat it like
an
apple. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Pam says when we all get together, I will make smoked ribs. I'm looking forward to that, Pam.
Smoked ribs. Oh, that sounds
all right.
Good. Stop it.
Bless you.
Bless you.
All right. Yeah.
Mr. Charles says he doesn't like
well,
you eat tomato sauce, you eat like marinara.
There's a website for people like me. There's actually a website out there, www.tomatoesareevil.com.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh my goodness. You eat tomato sauce like say marinara or spaghetti sauce, pizza sauce. Do you eat those, Charles? Oh, can you not hear me?
No, I don't do tomato sauce or anything.
No spaghetti? Nothing?
No ketchup? No.
Are you serious?
No. What?
Yeah. Well, I had pasta today. I had fettuccine alfredo with seafood. But I won't have pasta with tomato sauce.
What?
Do you eat ketchup?
Mr. Charles.
Yeah. Look at me, it's so blown away.
I'm in shock.
I know. Oh,
right.
Because, too, when people don't like tomatoes, sometimes they like the sauces, They're
where's chop located at?
But what? Oh, thank you.
Where's Shock located at? What state is Shock in?
Shock.
Oh.
What state is Shock in? Uh-oh, it's a joke.
State of Shock. Yeah.
State of Shock.
Yeah,
oh, my goodness.
Yeah, you said he was in shock.
You was in.
We were in shock because he doesn't like tomatoes.
So we're all in
We're on that same
state.
Time. Yep.
Yep.
Finally, we made it.
I know, right? It didn't take much planning.
No.
Well, okay, you guys, it was lovely seeing you. But I have to go eat. So thank you.
Yep, I have to go find food as well. Now that I'm hungry,
thank you,
we talked
Michelle.
about tomatoes.
Yep.
It was so good
All
seeing
right.
you, Michelle.
It was lovely seeing you guys.
Veronica, Mr. Charles.
Bye, everybody. Bye, Sam. Bye,
Bye.
Juliet.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye. Thanks.
Guys, later.